Hi guys! I'm in my favorite wintry PJs again. Just washed them. Should have said that second. The first thing that I should have said was, welcome to the Babbling Bee! I also realized I should probably start saying my name after I say that. Just so, like, you know who I am. I'm Taylor. This is my babbly little channel, the Babbling Bee. And today we're just gonna do a quick little haul. I'm calling this a celebratory, or celebratory, however you want to say it, book haul because I graduated from undergrad this December, and so with some of my graduation money, gift money, I took myself quickly and rapidly over to thrift books and got just a few things, and I am going to quickly share them with you. Not ideal lighting at the moment, but you know, we're cozy. And yeah, we're just gonna work with it. I thought I would go ahead and haul these while, like, they were all out and together. I just opened them. So, yeah, we're gonna just get right into it, I guess. So the first one that I got is Snow White and Rose Red by Patricia C. Wrede. And it says on the back, Patricia C. Wrede, the best-selling author of Caught in Crystal and other beloved fantasy novels, brings Snow White and Rose Red back to an adult audience in this romantic and magical retelling set in the enchanted forests of England at the time of Queen Elizabeth. So this is something that I've had on my, like, want to read Goodreads list for years now, and I am in love with, like, the romantic, overly dramatic, like, medieval vibes of this cover. Really digging it, and the publisher's weekly blurb on the front says that it is a romantic and charming retelling of the Brothers Grimm tale. So yeah, in 2021, I just feel like this sense that my reading mood is going to be very centered around, like, enchanting fairy tales or fairy tale retellings, fantasy, and historical fiction. So this is kind of to go along with that theme, and I would love to get to it next year. And then in the same vein, this is called The Folk Keeper by Franny Billingsley. And I'm just going to read you the back of this one. Oh, I just realized that I have Well Wished by Franny Billingsley, which is her other book, and they've got the cover of it on the back of this one, and it's on my bookshelves as we speak. So, you know, I should probably read that one first, but oh well. Anyways, the back of this says, Corinna is a folk keeper. Her job is to keep the mysterious folk who live beneath the ground at bay. But Corinna has a secret that even she doesn't fully comprehend until she agrees to serve as folk keeper at Marblehaw Park, a wealthy family's seaside manor. I am always here for a seaside manor, guys. Like, yes. There, her hidden powers burst into full force, and Corinna's life changes forever. And then the school library journal blurb on the back says, readers who relish a rich fantasy will devour this coming-of-age story. So yeah, this just looks enchanting. I love the cover. I am just super into that. And it's nice and short, and yeah, kind of like YA fantasy or children's fantasy is something that I want to, like, delve into more in 2021, and just children's books in general. So yeah, hopefully that will get read next year as well. And then this one, this one made me roll my eyes when I took it out of the package. This is The Railway Children by E. Nesbit, one of the, like, old famous standbys of children's literature, which I have never read, and I was really excited to finally have a copy. And only when I unwrapped it did I realize that I stupidly purchased the abridged edition of this book. Like, oh, I could just kick myself, but, you know, it's fine. I guess I mean, it looks like it's still fairly substantial. I've never, like, seen a physical copy of this, so I don't know how big it's actually supposed to be. But, you know, I think I'm just gonna see this as, like, my introduction to the Railway Children, and then if I absolutely hate it, you know, at least I've just read the abridged version, so maybe that will end up being fine. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I love the film adaptation of it. I don't know if it's BBC. It's probably BBC. I'm not sure. It's on Amazon Prime, I think. But yeah, it's really charming and sweet and adorable, and I love stories like that. So yeah, looking forward to getting to that one as well. And then these next two are both by the same author, and I'm really this still has the library scanny magic barcode thingy at the top. I am really happy to own this finally. I read this years ago. It was recommended to me by a friend, and it really broke me. It enchanted me. It ensnared me. I was fully in it. I didn't want to read anything else. I couldn't put it down. This is Tender Morsels by Margo Lanagan. Again, love this cover. The back of this just says, it's a quote, and it says, "You are pure-hearted and lovely, and you have never done a moment's wrong. But you are a living creature, born to make a real life, however it cracks your heart." The prose in this novel is just delicious. I just drank it and drank it up. I absolutely adored it. And this is not fantasy for someone who's just looking for like enchantment and kind of like that comforting fairy tale vibe. It does have a folktale fairy tale vibe to it. But it's gritty. It deals with some dark and painful things. It is definitely like adult fantasy, I would say. Like, if I had kids, I would not probably, you know, encourage them to pick this one up until they were, pretty mature. So, yeah, just a heads up. And I believe, too, if you're sensitive to, like, sexual assault content, there is definitely there are some upsetting scenes of that nature in this book. It's a beautiful novel, I think. It's about family. It's about the bonds between a mother and her children, and the lengths to which a mother will go to preserve those bonds. It's about two, like, separate worlds, like, you know, like the world of reality or the plane of reality, and then another plane that is hidden and unseen but still very much real. It's, you know, it's about growing up. It's about discovering adulthood. It's got like magic. It's got you know, like other worldly beings. It has a lot going for it, this novel, but it is sad, and it is there's a lot to take in Tender Morsels. I think it's worthwhile. I was not sad at all that I had read it when I finished, but I was very much broken and in pain. But apparently I'm fine with that and ready for more, because I got also The Brides of Rollrock Island by Margo Lanagan, another one that's been on my Goodreads list for a long time. I am really excited about this book. This would probably be like a 5-star prediction for me if I did star ratings, other than like sometimes doing them in like a fake way on Goodreads, just because I want Goodreads to know the kinds of books that I like and don't like. But in my personal like reading life, I don't like doing star ratings because it just feels like math, and you know, I'm not into that. But the themes that this is dealing with are right up my street, and I just feel like I'm really going to enjoy it, especially if it is even half as beautifully written as Tender Morsels. So let me read you the synopsis. This says, on remote Rollrock Island, men make their living and fetch their wives from the sea. The witch Miss Kayla knows how to find the girl at the heart of a seal. That's Miss Kayla as in like all one word, not like Miss Kayla. Two separate words. Anyway, knows how to find the girl at the heart of a seal. She'll coax a beauty from the beast for any man for a price. And what man wouldn't want a sea wife to have and to hold and to keep by his side forever? But though he may tell himself that he is the master, one look in his new bride's eyes will transform him just as much as it changes her. Both will be ensnared, and the witch will look on, laughing. In this magical, sea-swept novel, Margo Lanagan tells an extraordinary tale of desire, despair, and transformation. With devastatingly beautiful prose, she reveals characters capable of unspeakable cruelty, but also of unspoken love. So, yeah. I have a feeling that this one is going to hurt me, but if it is beautifully told, I will probably just allow Margo Lanagan to do that. And then, finally, I'm so happy that I have this now and I can put it on my shelves. This is The Uncorker of Ocean Bottles, written by Michelle Cuevas, illustrated by Erin E. Stead. This is a book that I read years ago at the place I used to work. One of my coworkers, who is a dear friend, recommended this to me because she knew that I would love it. And indeed, I did. So I'll read the synopsis of this one to you too. It says, "The uncorker of ocean bottles has a job of the utmost importance. It is his task." I guess synopsis isn't the right word, is it? What is that word? Where, like, it's not necessarily a blurb either. You know what I'm talking about. I'm reading you the inside flap. "The uncorker of ocean bottles has a job of the utmost importance. It is his task to open any bottle found at sea and make sure that the message is delivered. He loves his job, although he always wishes that one of the letters would someday be addressed to him. Then one day he finds a bottle with the most intriguing note inside and no name attached. As he devotes himself to solving the mystery, he ends up finding what his heart wanted all along." This is such a quiet and thought-provoking, beautiful and gentle children's book. The artwork, if you can't tell just from the cover, is absolutely gorgeous. But again, in like a really soft, quiet, sort of understated way. And it's one of those books where it's so nice to just very, very slowly read it and look at like all of the details in the artwork on every page. And I might even just have to sit with a cup of tea and read this like right now, even though it's not a Christmas Day book, because I just really love it and I really want to revisit it. So yeah, that's my little post-grad thrift books haul. I'm really, really pleased with all of these and really excited to hopefully get to at least several of them in 2021. But yeah, I'd love to hear if you have hauled anything interesting or particularly exciting recently, and I will see you for another video soon. Happy reading. Bye, guys.